Hello guys, my name is James Kronjager, and this is the first video on my new YouTube channel. It's called Gardener Fishing, and on this channel I'll be going over fishing stuff, obviously. And okay, so to this video I'm going to go over carp, about what I use for carp. Okay, so the places that I fish for carp is my place I've only fished for carp really is Riverwalk Lake in Bakersfield. It has some good carp in there. It has some big ones. I had a 20-pounder on there once, but I lost it because I was fishing ultralight. But I've caught 50-pounder and 10-pounder. It's pretty easy to catch carp out there. As long as you go to the right point at the right time of year, it's good. My preferred time of year to go is probably spring, because that's when they mate, and fall. Summer's also good, but winter it's usually kind of slow. But I prefer spring in the afternoon or mornings. Actually, any time is really good for carp. Carp are not really a smart fish. Okay, so let me go over the rods I use. The rods I use are this rod I have. I'm gonna go over the rod first, then I'll go with the hooks and setups and the baits. Okay, so this rod is a Shakespeare micro reel. Well, that's the combo ultralight. It's a Shakespeare ultralight rod with 4-pound test. This rod is this one right here is my Sweet Fire rod. Well, I have a different rod and reel. The rod is an ugly slick light action with 6-pound testers on the reel and Sweet Fire. So it's pretty. I go with small setups. Now let me go over what I use for carp. So my preferred setup is I'll usually go with see if the camera will focus in. 2 little split shots, one up here, one down, like this far apart for the space. Then a treble hook, about that big, or I have a sturgeon hook, South Bend trout hook assortment. It's really good. You should buy it on Amazon. It's pretty cheap, like $8. Like I usually get the tiny little circle hooks, or the small little bait holders like this, or the tiny circle hooks like this, like that. Or I'll use a treble hook. So what I try to do is I try putting the split shots maybe a really big distance, because the hook on mine and the split shot difference is the hook is down here on this first ring and the split shot's all the way up here. So about like a 2, maybe like 1.5 feet, 2 feet difference from the hook to split shot, because the carp when they bite it really can't. So they don't feel the weight until they don't feel the weight until they're on. So by that time, the carp's already in the mouth and all that. This one I have a bobber. Cause this one was too heavy, so I just got a little straw, put it through there with the bobber piece. I got a tiny split shot to keep it from going down, to add weight and I have a tiny little bait holder right here. I like a decent distance here. And then my preferred baits for carp fishing is corn is my number one. What I'll do with corn is, if it's legal in your state, which is legal in our state for carp, is you chum in corn. I'll get like a can or 2 of corn, and I'll just get like a handful, chum it out, like 2 handfuls, toss the bait out there. Then after I do it, toss them out, and then toss the next rod out, chum the corn out, or 1 rod, depending on how to do it. I really usually fish 1 rod for carpets, because I think, yeah. So I'll chum some corn out there, put the hook, then I'll chum more corn after I do that, then I'll let it sit, and I usually put like 3 kernels of corn on it, as much as you can fit on the treble hook, 1 in each hook. On this one, I was going to fish because I'm going out today. Another video coming out later today. It's a tiny little bait holder with a worm, then 1 piece of corn is pretty good. But baits I really haven't used, bread also works really good. Like if you go at like 7 o'clock at night, or 7:30, right at dusk, right before the sun's about to set, right when the sun's setting, at the time right between where the sun's setting and where it's dark, that time, if you look and Riverwalk, a few feet out, you can see the carp coming up to the surface. And if you get like, if you put like a little tiny small bobber, I'm talking real small bobber with a piece of bread, boom, there's some big carp out there. And there's koi out there, koi carp mixes. So that's what my preferred stuff for carp is. Let me think what else. Line, reel, rod, split shot, corn. Oh, older baits I haven't used are pack bait. Pack bait's a bit hard to use because I'm kind of too lazy to make that. You can also use dough baits, which I don't really like. But the one thing people do use is like Ned rigs. Not Ned rigs, I don't know, hair rigs. Hair rigs is what people use. I don't do that because in Riverwalk, carp are pretty easy to catch if you get it at the right time. If you get the school, not the school of carp, because carp are somewhat of a schooling fish, but like where the carps are feeding in, that usually works pretty well. I don't really use all that. My goal is with carp, since you don't keep the fish, just get a nice ultralight rod, 4 pound, 2 pound test. It's a fun fight, because with the 15 pound, it took me like 20 minutes to reel in the fish. Not 20 minutes, like 10 to 20 minutes to reel in the fish because I had to keep letting the drag loose because the carp didn't want to snap the line. And the best time I've noticed to go carp fishing is when it's sunny, because when it's dark, carp really don't feed for some reason. So I like the sun. Make sure to look out for the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and share this with all your friends. More videos are coming out later for trout, crappie, salmon, maybe bass. I'm not really a big bass fisherman. Bluegill, panfish. Trout is probably my favorite to catch, so I do a lot of trout. I'm probably gonna start doing a lot of trout videos when I go up into the mountains. And make sure to like and subscribe and share this with all your friends. And tight lines. Bye.